Welcome to the Map Vinni. I'm here with Vinni, a professional MMA coach. So you're cornering Nicholas Dolby here in UFC Qatar. Can you tell us about the day of the fight? What does it look like for them?
Like, most of the hard work is done now, so it's really like we do a little warm-up in the morning and then get ready for the event. You know, at UFC level, guys have done this. You know, you've done this in 1,000-seater venues, 10,000, whatever. So it's, you know, it's just an experience thing.
So when the fighter is losing, is it more important to give him technical advice or inspiration?
Yeah, I think at this level, inspiration is what it is. Where we all know what we're here for. Guys have committed their lives to this. They don't need me to say, "Oh, keep going, push harder." They know, you know, they're here to fight, and that's that. So technical over in the, you know, inspiration.
As a professional bare-knuckle fighter, does it help in the MMA environment?
I've had 65 MMA fights, so I've got experience in that as well. Bare knuckle is what it is now. It's a fledgling sport, and it's improving, and people like to watch it. But no, I don't think it has too much relation to MMA.
What's more dangerous in your opinion, bare knuckle or MMA?
So depending on what your goals are, your stage of life. Like for me, bare knuckle makes more sense because there's less brain trauma. You know, guys don't get knocked out clean. It gets hurt. You know, you get hurt, you get cut, so you quit. So bare knuckle, as it is now, is kind of old MMA guys or guys from other sports that are transitioning to bare knuckle. You know, so it's guys. Most of them are doing their own thing that they always used to do. Me, I'm kind of trying to create new techniques, finding old techniques that work for this. So it's you know, that's what I'm interested in, not just blood and guts and watching two guys punch each other without gloves. Like I see the art in it. I see the art form. There's little nuances in bare knuckle that you can't do in boxing and vice versa.
Once you reach the pinnacle of the sport, like UFC, and the money is good, how does the fighter maintain that motivation?
Again, it depends on what you're here for. Some guys are happy to be mid-card guys and just do what they do and get paid. Some guys have aspirations of being the champ, you know. So again, it varies from person to person. But, you know, living a good life and training and all that good stuff, yeah, that's what it is.
As a coach who's involved in the pinnacle of the sport in martial arts, can you give some words of encouragement or motivation to anyone who wants to participate in this sport?
You know, it will change your life, you know, for the good or the bad. But if you're focused in it and you commit to it, you can achieve a lot. You can achieve goals. You can get financial security for your family. I advise these guys, focus on social media, focus on building the scene. The scene here in Qatar, like guys like you are pushing the scene forward, and that's what people need. They need to be on social media, they need to make connections and network, and, you know, we'll grow together. Without social media, no one's going to know who you are. And even if you somehow end up in the UFC, you're going to be gone soon. Social media is the most important thing now, in my opinion. You know? So
is the most important part of being a professional fighter the ability to gain attention rather than your actual ability to fight?
Yeah, 100%. Like, you look at the heavyweight division in the UFC now, it's terrible, you know, as opposed to, let's say, 15 years ago, where every guy in the division, everyone who signed to the UFC is world class. Now it's kind of like he has